Hello learners, this is Excel with Habeeba. I have started a new series that is Sociological Foundations of Education, Relationship of Sociology and Education. Today I am going to touch the subtopic that is Meaning and Nature of Educational Sociology in my first class of Sociological Foundation of Education. Let's begin. Before understanding about educational sociology, we need to understand the two words linked together, that is education and sociology. What is education? We all know, that is to lead out or bring forth, that is already some knowledge is inherent in man that should be added with new knowledge, that is education. Now sociology, that is related to society, the study of social life, social change and social causes and consequences of human behavior, that is sociology. Now these two words together, education and sociology, educational sociology, that means we are studying about the society through educational system, that is education through sociological point of view. Hope you understood the meaning of educational sociology. Now let's understand more about the meaning of educational sociology here. Educational sociology is a new branch of sociology because the man is born in society and has to develop his personality in the society. According to Ross, individuality is one value and personality is a meaningless apart from social environment. In the social environment, individual interact with forces which influences him and he also influence the society, vice versa obviously. And the individual can learn very little by himself. In his learning, society contribute very significantly. So, man lives in a society, acquires socialization through his contact with family, his relatives, friends. So he learns basic things with mutual behavior through its contact. If individual is left alone without any companions and society, then his learning will not take place. Therefore, for education, the presence of other people means society is very necessary. Education and society are interdependent and complementary to each other. No educational system can be understood without looking at the canvas of society. So, society can never progress without the sound system of education, and education should enable the pupil to be a useful member of society. So, educational sociology, as I said, is the branch of behavioral science, deals with social aspects of education. It is a sociological approach to education. Its area is vast. The society facilitates the process of education. It contributes society to emerge educational institutions for the various kind of education, that is formal. Formal means in schools and colleges. Informal, that we learn through family, friends and all. And non-formal also is there, which we will learn in the society. It is the study of social interaction, social processes and social norms. Hence, the subject of educational sociology has assumed a great importance. So, a man is social animal and live in society, and society is made up of network of human relationships. That is, their style of living, idea, attitudes are similar. So, sociology is a science that studies the relationship of men and their environment. Educational sociology is one of the branches of sociology. So, sociology is a vast subject. Under that, a small part is educational sociology. It tries to tell the meaning of education through the sociological point of view. So, hope you understood the meaning of sociology. The educational sociology also tries to search a suitable solution for problems related to society and education. What does it mean? So, sociology can be defined as the study of man and his environment in their relation with each other. Already we understood. So, here educational sociology tries to search a suitable solution, because we have lots of problems. In that, educational sociology, what does it do? It means education through sociological point of view. Subject made by correlation of education and sociology is called educational sociology. Educational sociology is said to be the study of principles of sociology as applied to the theory and practice of education. So it's a new science. This science emphasizes the progress of the society through medium of education. So it tries to search the solutions for the problems. This science throws light on different institutions and on those social interactions which are great importance in educational process. Now let's understand one definition here. Educational sociology is a science which describes and discusses process of social relation with given experience to an individual and organizes a society. This definition is given by George Penn. So hope you understood educational sociology clearly. Now let's understand the nature of educational sociology. Educational sociology is not limited to specific nature or specific period. Its nature is of universal type. So educational sociology is not merely theoretical. It does not merely study the forces of interaction between the individual and a society or group, but it also is practical, because besides studying interacting forces, it tries to regulate and control the interacting forces. That means role of educational sociology is to find out ways and means to manipulate the educational process to achieve better personality development and thus obtain better social control. So the society has made some rules to have continuity in society, to maintain stability, to protect the things that help working, and to establish discipline. Why? For preserving traditions, values and customs. So educational sociology is very much necessary and also subject of constant and dynamic interaction. Dynamic means always changing, to prepare educator for their future tasks. It uses the results of sociological research in planning educational activities and in developing effective methods of realizing these plans. So let's understand a few points here of nature. What it is. So it helps in understanding the cultural, economic, social and political trends in relation to formal and informal agencies of education. Secondly, educational sociology aims to develop a curriculum that will adequately socialize each individual student. Thirdly, it tries to find out what would be best contribute towards the child's personality development and control the educative process to achieve personality development of each single child. Next, the fourth one, educational sociology study the various types of social relationships and their impact on individual development. So, thus, nature of educational sociology is both theoretical and practical. It is a scientific study of how people live in social groups, especially study of education that is obtained by living in social groups and the education that is needed by the members to live efficiently in social group. Now, nature you have understood hopefully. Now, let's see the relationship of sociology and education. Now, what is the relation between these two? Sociology and education as two branches of knowledge concerned essentially with man and his life. That is, relationship between sociology and education has always been a subject of debate. Education and sociology are mutually interrelated and interdependent disciplines. They are so closely intertwined, like tree, one creeper intertwines with it, like that only. They are so closely intertwined and interconnected that their subject matter and method of study are often overlapped to a great extent. Now, all societies have their own ways and means of meeting this need. So, education as a process has come to say stay as an effective means of meeting these needs. So let's understand in point wise this one. The relationship of education and sociology can be cleared through following points. Number one, sociology is the science of society and education in an implicit aspect of any social system. That means sociology is a vast subject. Under that, one small system is education. Secondly, sociology studies the structure and functions of social system, while education is one of the important function of any social system. Nextly, the prime concern of sociology is socialized individuals. Education is the means for achieving goals of sociology. So here education is the laboratory and workshop of sociology here mainly. Then sociology attempts to ascertain the functions performed by the educational system, while education adopts the principles of sociology to improve its functioning. Next, in the modern society, sociology generates the database which is consumed by educational system to realize the goal of social life. Then sociology develops the law and principles which are adopted by the educational system for its improvement. Then education preserves the social and cultural heritage which is owned by sociology. At last, society is the prime factor in determining the educational patterns so that its social cultural needs may be satisfied and continues to grow. Lastly, I can say Emily Durkheim, who first clearly indicated the need for a sociological approach to the study of education. He considered that education to be something essentially social in character, in its origin and in its functions, and that as a result of theory of education relates more clearly to sociology than any other science. So that is about relationship. Now educational sociology and curriculum. Let's see here. According to educational sociology, curriculum is organized so that it may help in achievement of social aims actually. Education is not to be confined to the study of few subjects alone. It is to be epitomized study of the diversified social life, because our country is diversified country with lots of examples they can understand about the diversified social life. Now following sociological principles should be kept in view while construction of this curriculum. Let's see the points one by one quickly. The curriculum should be such that it helps in achievement of the social aim of education. What is the aim of society? That should be fulfilled through this curriculum. Then the curriculum should be chosen on the basis of the problems and the needs of society. But it should also pay the attention to the real problems and interest of the pupils. Obviously, they are the future citizens. They should know how to solve the problems. If things are given in curriculum, then only it will be possible for them to sustain in the big world. Then curriculum should be so organized and its relationship with instructional methods should be such that the curriculum becomes effective medium to keep a control over society. Then next, through curriculum, the cultural value should be brought to light, and through it, the high ideals of the society should be transmitted to the new generation, obviously. Next, the curriculum should be such that it develops an attitude of respect to all vocations. It should develop a sense of dignity of labor among students. Next one, the stress should be on a futuristic social change rather than bringing immediate change in individuals' behavior. Next, how should be the curriculum? The curriculum should be dynamic, flexible and changing in nature. Obviously, everything is dynamic here in the world, occurs time to time. So, curriculum should also be dynamic and flexible. If it is necessary, it should be changed. Then the curriculum should be able to develop a problem-solving attitude among the students. They should understand and solve the problems independently. Through curriculum, we can give the students to solve the problems by themselves. Then there should be provision of social programs for participation in social life. Obviously, the curriculum should be flexible and changeable. It should change continuously according to changing social objectives. Next one, the curriculum planning should be based on the problems and need of society, on the immediate concerns, problems and interest of pupils. Then the curriculum should reflect the basic cultural values of the society and should be an agent in the transmission of the highest values. Then curriculum should include subjects like music, art, vocational subjects, physical education, language, physical sciences, as well as biological sciences. So this is how we can connect everything together here in sociological principles, how they can be kept in the construction of curriculum. Now, education sociology and how should be the method of teaching. Educational sociologists advocate use of project method, socialized techniques, group discussion and techniques of group dynamics. They also encourages cooperative learning, problem solving and democratic method of teaching. Those educational methods are good which give knowledge to the individual, which will enable the students to adapt and adjust to different social situations. So, sociology gives importance to group methods of teaching also. So, methods which are able to develop democratic attitude among children should be the good method of teaching. So, what does, according to the sociological point of view, the method of instruction is effective only when the skill and knowledge acquired in the classroom are actually used by the individual or student in the adjustment to social situation, obviously. Then the method of teaching should be stress on the social behavior outside the classroom while teaching, and it should make use of all possible social resources and social operative force in the social life in order to develop the capacity in every individual for social adjustment. Here, leaders can help. Social reformers are the examples for the students here. Then social current powers in the society should be used in teaching system for increasing the social co-relationship. Even sociologists suggest that teaching should be done through cultural and social programs. That's why in schools they conduct all these programs. In teaching, teacher will develop problem solving and constructive thinking, obviously. For this, socialized techniques, as I have mentioned, that project and group methods fulfill most of the conditions. So, student react better to cooperative learning in which there is sharing in the teaching learning process. Cooperative group patterns of learning lay emphasis on group interaction. Now, how should be the teacher here? Teacher should be committed to society. They should know the main institution and powers that mainly influence a student, and they should know the instruments of social development available in the environment, and they should have capacity to use this knowledge in school education. A teacher should know about the process of socialization among students, the method of interaction and programs for social development. Now, nextly, I will come up with the next topic of educational socialization process and also sociology of education in the next class. That will be the second part of this first class of sociological foundation of education. If you like the class, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.